10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, welcome to week 26 of the It Doesn't Matter podcast, and my name is John, and we've got
Cool Ray.
Oh, Cool Ray.
Hit me.
I'm so sorry. And we've got...
My name's Abe, a.k.a. Papi Platano. Nah.
See, and we've got...
I am the notorious one. I am Dom. Boom.
I'm not doing that.
We're the It Doesn't Matter podcast. We're live from the Blue Duck Bar and Restaurant in beautiful, safe, bright, rainy New London, Connecticut. We got people watching. We have a live crowd behind us, so thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for supporting us, and thank you all for supporting the Blue Duck with some delicious food and drinks, including the exclusive Quack Pack. Ray, you got a Quack Pack?
I do. I'm almost done.
You almost done? You want another one?
Nope.
Another one?
Nope.
Well, that good.
He has had a lot, and he's had enough.
I'm done.
All right, so my name is John. I got into pro wrestling about late 1995, and as a matter of fact, I got into it because all the kids in school like pro wrestling, and I wanted to be cool with the kids in school, and I started watching it, and I watched it way past the time it was cool to like pro wrestling, including right now, but present company excluded, and I've just been a big fan. I watched WWE, Ring of Honor, AEW. I watch a lot of pro wrestling, and I'm still a big fan today. Ray, how did you get into the world of pro wrestling?
Started with my grandfather with a bunch of tapes, and we just watched it every Monday night, Saturday morning. It was just a ritual that we had, one of those things, and it just kept going from then on. Lifelong, right? I can say that?
Yeah, you can say lifelong.
I don't want to say it, but but it's been a long time.
Yeah.
How about you, Abelito?
Well, I'm gonna say it. I'm a lifelong fan. Been watching since my pops. Got a bunch of cousins. I'm the oldest on my dad's side, so I was basically the tribal chief of my freaking family.
Talking like a robot.
Shut up.
Abel's nervous right now.
Nah, never.
I like to play.
No, my name is Ray. I like to copy everybody.
And as for me, I'm a lifelong fan as well. Started watching as a child at my grandfather's every weekend, and Saturday night, 6:05, I was watching WCW, and even Saturday morning, I was watching WCW. And my mom used to work at third shift. I used to watch Monday Night Raw, wait for her to go back or go to work, and then sneak and watch Monday Night Raw, see the finish.
You were sneaking, watching wrestling, and you said no. Pow.
Never too old for a woman.
So, wrestling is everything. Wrestling is life. Named both my children after two fellow wrestlers.
Sure did.
I did.
Yeah.
Elias and Melina.
There we go. Shout out to Elias and Melina. So
That's it.
that's who we are on the show, and some people don't know. They just don't know, and we're going to inform them right now. The It Doesn't Matter podcast name. What does It Doesn't Matter mean, Ray?
Doesn't matter. Do you like it? Do you like wrestling?
It doesn't matter.
Did you used to like wrestling?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Did you used to watch it back in the day when there was Hulk Hogan? Doesn't matter. Do you watch it now?
Doesn't matter.
No matter what it is, it just doesn't matter. That's why we call it It Doesn't Matter.
That's right. We came up with it during episode 2. We were just, before the show, we were just slinging back names like, what do we call ourselves? Like, what is the name of our show? If you go on YouTube, the first episode, the pilot episode, it just says pilot episode of a podcast. So that's exactly what Ray and I did. We were just slinging it back and forth like, do you like wrestling? Who's going to watch our show?
Hold on, what were we doing?
We're slinging it back and forth.
Oh, jeez, here we go.
Okay.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
Unfreeze. So, yeah, we're slinging it back and forth. And
Stop saying it.
we're slinging it back and forth, and, you know, so like, who's going to watch our show? It doesn't matter. Who's our audience? It doesn't matter. So we just had a good time with it, slinging it back and forth. The It Doesn't Matter podcast, and it's also a featured catchphrase from the most electrifying man in sports entertainment today, The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. So
It's my dad.
Hope you wish.
this is the pebble.
I'm the pebble.
You wish.
So that's where the It Doesn't Matter podcast name came from, and now you know who we are. So, and we're here at the Blue Dot doing a live podcast, 26 weeks in. How about that? Isn't that impressive?
It is impressive. We had a lot of doubters that we weren't able to make it, but we're still here, longer than the others.
Right. All the naysayers, people giving us advice, whether it was in good spirits or not, they're not here anymore. They don't exist. We put them away.
That's it.
So we're still here, week 26, and we're going strong, baby. That's how we do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you. Well, first and foremost, I want to say thank you for everybody who showed up tonight. And I know at one part in your life, you guys were wrestling fans, but how come you guys are not fans anymore? I'm curious. Paul? It doesn't matter if I'm not a fan anymore.
I knew that was coming.
Gotcha. But anyways, if you guys can sit on your couch or go to the movies 2 or 3 hours, why can't you watch wrestling? I'm just curious. Because wrestling has the same thing that a movie has on Netflix or in the movie theater right now. I know Barbie is one of the hottest movies right now. Everybody out there dressed in pink, wearing pink and whatnot. Nah, we ain't doing that. Like, we can sit on Monday nights and learn about the bloodline.
John?
The Bloodline right now, if you didn't know or watch pro wrestling, we're going to help inform you. The Bloodline is one of the hottest pro wrestling storylines in recent memory, and it's been going on as long as Roman Reigns has been the undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion of the world for over 1,000+ days. So it's been involved many people, and it's involved everyone in the WWE that Roman Reigns has defended the title against, and it's even pushed the career
Of who?
as known people walking into the Blue Dot. Squint like, hey, I think I know that guy. So the Bloodline, we got boosted the career of Sami Zayn, boosted the career of Jimmy Uso, boosted the career of Jey Uso, who's going to main event SummerSlam against the Tribal Chief in a battle of who will be the Tribal Chief and undisputed Universal WWE World
Best thing
Champion.
going on in wrestling, by the way.
Yes.
Hands down. No matter what, it's the best thing that's going on.
That's right.
Yeah, so it's the best thing that's taking place in wrestling right now. It's been going on for almost 3 years, and it's about to come to an end maybe this Saturday at SummerSlam.
It's definitely not coming to an end, but it's something coming up.
All right, guys, let's take it back. Let's go down memory lane.
That's this weekend, right?
Yes, this weekend.
This Saturday, SummerSlam.
So let's take it back. Let's take it back to the 90s. 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock Eastern.
Come on over. All right, so we're gonna take it back to the Attitude Era, the finest era of wrestling. Everybody at this time was a diehard fan of the Attitude Era.
This is what everyone watched.
This is what everyone watched.
watched.
This is when the 90s was so hot you can relate to everybody. You were The Rock because The Rock was smooth, he was fresh to death, and he talked smack. We know a lot of people out there just like that. They had people out there like The Undertaker who was dark, who was mysterious. He was gothic. You know a lot of people like that. You know people out there that was perverted, class clowns. Those are your New Age outlaws. That is your degeneration. They out there to say suck it.
How many detentions were given out because of such?
A bunch.
Lord, we went to Catholic school. I sat on the bench playing.
Hold on. So you said suck it in Catholic school?
Nah, I just kept doing the suck it.
Yeah, I did the same.
Oh no! You saying suck it in Catholic school?
I have to say it. I did the symbol. Bobby ain't do it though.
Not the symbol.
But like I said, back in the 90s, you could relate to everybody. You had somebody, you have a lot of bikers. You got all these bikers out in New London right now. They think they're the disciple of apocalypse. You got all the black groups that should stand in next to, Black Lives Matter. You got the Nation of Domination. You got a lot of people nowadays that's androgynous. They're gold dust. But right now, we have somebody who is the toughest SOB.
Took over, man.
The guy who took over the 90s, the man that stole the show, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's the topic of today's show. Stone Cold Steve. He single-handedly brought them back too, right?
Yes.
Because they were about to be done.
Yeah.
WCW was running them out. And then Austin 316 happened.
What?
I said Austin 316.
What?
I said the rattlesnake.
What?
Stone Cold Steve Austin, he has a shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees. It says the King of Attitude. So that's who
He
he
is
was.
the king of attitude.
Oh, the attitude.
I know a lot of people want to go to work and Stone Cold Sunday boss. I know everybody feels that way about somebody. I do. Who's that back there? Well, I'm gonna take you down memory lane right quick. Stone Cold Steve Austin wasn't Stone Cold Steve Austin. He started out in the business as Steve Williams in the USWA. USWA is United States Wrestling Association. He was trained by a gentleman, Chris Adams. So, Austin being Austin, or Steve Williams being Steve Williams, he had a little rivalry with his mentor. It boosted him up. He got the call. He went to WCW, where he became Stunning Steve Austin from.
That's when he had hair.
That's when he had hair. He was a pretty boy with hair.
I remember I had hair.
I remember that too. It was terrible.
I never do. What's wrong with you?
Was it?
You all right?
No.
He's good.
Definitely wasn't stunning.
So after that,
Shut up, Abel.
they didn't know what to do with him, so they put him in a tag team with Flying Brian Pillman. After that, they became the Hollywood Blondes. Hollywood Blondes, they exceeded. They did everything they could possibly do. Stone Cold, or Stunning Steve, became a singles wrestler again, and the dude got injured. After he got injured, he got a FedEx from Eric Bishop, or no, not FedEx. He got from what's it called?
You got a
A
police
fax. He had a fax from Eric Bischoff.
Oh, was it fax?
It was a fax.
They had fax
Yeah.
machines?
They had a fax
That-
machine back in the 90s. He got fired. He got fired from WCW through a fax.
Do a fax.
Because they want to sign somebody. They want to sign the immortal Hulk Hogan.
He sucks.
Hogan wasn't there before Austin left? Or got
He
booted?
was on his way in.
No.
He was on his way in. They said they didn't see Stone Cold, or they didn't see Stunning Steve to draw money.
What year did Hogan join WCW?
94.
94? 94?
94.
Yeah, I thought Steve left in 95.
I think it was like late 94 he must have.
There was a period of transition in WCW between the early 90s crew and the later 90s crew, so
So WCW basically got the pass, the guy leading the charge in the 80s.
WCW had everybody.
They did in the beginning, right?
They had Undertaker, they had Hall, they had Nash, they had,
Ricky Steamboat.
they had
Ricky didn't know what he was doing.
Ravishing Rick Rude.
It depended on what Bonnie wanted.
Yeah, they had everybody in WCW. If you watch wrestling now, if you just take Cody Rhodes for example. Cody Rhodes, WWE superstar, went to AEW, kicked them off, lit them up, and then he left AEW, went back to WWE, and that was a big deal for us in the modern age. But back in like 94, 92, 93, 94, the same thing happened. We just don't realize it because we were kids. Hogan went from the WWF to WCW. So did Hacksaw Jim Duggan. So did the Nasty Boys. So did Macho Man. So did Big Boss Man.
Flair.
So every single 80s wrestler from the WWF joined WCW. So all Hogan's crew joined WCW.
Yeah, that was guaranteed money.
It was.
So check out who was in WCW in the early 90s. Hall, Nash,
Guaranteed money.
Stone Cold, Mick Foley, The Undertaker. They were all there.
Would you have went? Or would you have stayed?
That time, you go where the money is. WCW wasn't paying them, so they'd rather pay the known names, the known guys like Hogan and Savage, and to hell with the other guys. To hell with the no-name losers.
Basically.
Well, the thing is with WCW, they were just giving you a guaranteed contract, and once you were there, if you were a mid-level guy, that's where you stayed. With WWE or F at the time, they gave you opportunity, so you could have been like a low-level guy, worked your way up, and then finally made the main event like Stone Cold did. So I would have just left. You're not going to give me an opportunity? Fuck you, I'm out.
Well, maybe it wouldn't even been up to you because you got fired by a fax.
I know, but guess what? You just made me a better star.
But that's crazy how that could go from that's bottom of bottoms to you'll get into it, but the most recognizable, everyone knows who Stone Cold Steve Austin is.
Yes.
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows.
We're getting there. Don.
He's
in
a
the timeline.
household
He
name.
wasn't there yet, but
Not
you
yet.
gotta light that
So,
fire in him.
so after he got fired from WCW, he got a phone call from a wise man named Paul Heyman. Everybody's familiar with Paul Heyman if they're wrestling fans.
Of course, he announces his name every time he shows up.
My name
Is
Paul. At some point, you
Heyman.
gotta know who the hell he is. Right?
Everybody know who he is.
Yes.
But at that time, Austin was injured. So all he did was just talk. Just talk. Talk promos. All his bitterness, all his angriness, he talked about Hogan, talked about WCW, talked about Bischoff. And that's when he got the call from WWF he got the call from Vince McMahon.
Got the real quack pack
He got
over
the
here.
real call. But the thing with Vince McMahon is he wanted to bring him in as the ringmaster. He wasn't a fan of the Southern accent, so he didn't want Stone Cold to talk, or the ringmaster to talk. He just wanted him to just be a guy in the ring to have good matches.
You know who doesn't have a southern accent? The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, that's who.
Exactly.
Where's he from?
Who, Stone Cold?
Maynardville, Tennessee.
Oh.
Who?
I don't know.
Stone Cold?
No.
Ted DiBiase.
He paid for his accent.
Oh, God.
Vince McMahon didn't like Stone Cold Steve Austin's voice, so he hired a manager to put with him because Stone Cold can't talk, even though that's exactly what he did during his time between WCW and WWF. He spent some time in Extreme Championship Wrestling, where Paul Heyman, that meticulous mind, crafted the man we would eventually know to be the Texas Rattlesnake.
So the best thing that happened was for Stone Cold, or for Ted DiBiase to leave. That man, he changed his gimmick. Actually, his wife came up with the name Stone Cold, if y'all didn't know that.
Yeah.
His wife came up with the name.
Why?
Why?
He was drinking
tired,
tea.
He was tired of the ringmaster gimmick, and he wanted something.
Oh,
deadly.
so that's why he
So-
had that stoic face?
No.
Nah, if you watch the old Stone Cold biography, he said,
Right.
my wife came up with the idea because she made me some tea, and she said, you better hurry up and drink it before it became Stone Cold. And it just clicked just like
Clicked
that.
on
It just clicked like that. And it worked. He started talking slow. You made sure you heard what he had to say,
Right.
and it was still nothing. It didn't happen until the King of the Ring after Jake the Snake Roberts.
And that's I
That's
think
where
that's the guy
everything
who
happened.
stole that from too. Like Jake is the type of guy where you just sit there and listen. He's not yelling. He's not screaming. He's just come here.
That's it.
Look into the
happened to the
camera.
snakes?
So
Listen to me.
One snake died, but but the King of the Ring, 1996. The original plan was for Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, to win that. It didn't happen because of the curtain call. Somebody want to break down the curtain call?
Back then, you had good guys and bad guys, and everybody knew who was good and who
Who's
was
the
bad.
man?
So what happened was they'd never seen a good guy and a bad guy like each other. So at Madison Square Garden, good guys and the bad guys started to hug each other and show that they were really friends, and nobody liked it.
They broke kayfabe basically.
They broke kayfabe, and Triple H got punished for it. So they went to the next runner-up, which is Stone Cold Steve Austin. So in the first match of the King of the Ring, Stone Cold got injured after he got his victory. Jake the Snake advanced. He talked to Michael Hayes, Freebird Michael Hayes that is, and he asked, what did Michael Hayes say during his promo?
Jake the Snake.
Or what Jake the Snake said during his promo, excuse me. For somebody who can't talk, Austin came back and he said, you sit there and you thump your Bible, you say your prayers, and it didn't get you anywhere. You can talk about your Psalms, you can talk about John 3:16. Austin 3:16 said, I just whipped your ass.
That's what he said.
Steve Austin has come, and when I get the shot of you look at the next WWF champion because Stone Cold said so. Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, it was like
For
that.
somebody who Vince McMahon said that can't talk, that was a good promo because the next night on Monday Night Raw, there was a lot of Austin 3:16
All over.
signs in the
All over.
crowd.
Yeah. There were.
Boom.
That shirt right there.
Right here.
That shirt sold 1 million in a quarter alone.
The Austin 3:16 shirt right now, to this day, is still the number one selling shirt on WWE.
Hold on,
Shop.
wait.
I don't think I'm stop milking that cow.
Yes.
It's still?
It's
Yeah,
still number
still-
one.
still
You know
number
what
one.
number 2 shirt is?
Right now.
You know what number 2 shirt is? It's LA Night, yeah! Nope. And 3, 4, 5. LA Night. But after that,
He's still number one?
Stone
Yes.
Cold is still number one in
Get
shirt.
the hell out.
Yeah.
I gotta see that. I don't believe that.
Google it.
Still number one.
Number one.
It's Stone
It's
Cold.
been 30 years.
It doesn't matter.
He's still
Yeah, you're smart.
He's still number one shirt. So all right, guys, I'm gonna take you back to WrestleMania 12. My man Roger's favorite WrestleMania because the Shawn Michaels beat Bret Hart. Everybody know that.
Roger, you can leave now.
Everybody know after WrestleMania 12, Bret Hart took a hiatus, did his little thing, did a little cowboy movie or show on USA Network.
Don't you
But he
talk
came-
about Brett.
Blow some dub.
Hey, I'm a Bret Hart fan, you know that.
Don't you talk about Brett.
But you know, he came back and he wanted to work with Stone Cold. So He worked with him at Survivor Series 1996 at the Mecca, your favorite spot, Madison Square Garden.
Yes.
Home of the.
Austin lost, but
Became a bigger baby face
he
after.
became more.
That
popular
became
from
one of the signature faces with him with the bloody face. Like,
No, you're going too far on that.
Oh,
You're
that's
too
right.
far. Survivor Series.
Yeah.
Austin tried to hit him with the roll up, the Cobra Crunch,
$1 million
$1
dream.
dream.
Yeah. And then
Put that on your note card.
Bret Hart got the pin.
Bret Hart got the victory.
The rivalry
As he
continued. So the Royal Rumble 1997 it took place. Austin gets eliminated, but him being the rattlesnake that he is, he slid it back into the ring, and he eliminated Bret Hart, and he got the win for the Royal Rumble. And Bret still being bitter.
Don't say that.
Yeah.
Stop saying that.
Well, he's
don't
bitter
say
now.
that.
He's a bitter guy right now.
No, he's not.
Everybody know Bret is
He's
bitter
been
right
through a
now.
lot.
I know. Leave him alone.
He would go through a lot. He hasn't gone through a lot yet.
Don't be mad at me. Be mad at Goldberg. That's all. So
That's your boy. What are you talking
that's
about?
my boy.
You got a tattooed on you.
I ain't kick him in the face.
Hey.
I ain't kick him in the face.
Oh my goodness.
Anyways,
Anyways,
WrestleMania 13 rolls around.
where was WrestleMania 13?
WrestleMania 13, Chicago, Illinois. Look at my horizon.
Chicago. That's how my mom would say it. Were you flying? Chicago.
This right here, it wasn't a wrestling match. This was a brawl. They even brought in the world's dangerous man, Ken Shamrock, as a
Special guest
referee.
Yeah.
And man, that brawl was bloody. I had a shirt from this match because I had the red Austin 316 t-shirt.
Right.
And his back of the shirt was his face with the blood dripping and the blood running through his jacket.
Iconic.
That's crazy.
If y'all have never seen that, go on look up WrestleMania 13 and look that up because Stone Cold, that match right there, that made him. He became a babyface. If y'all know what a babyface is, he became the good guy, and Bret Hart became the heel.
That's right. There's not much to write home about for WrestleMania 13, but the only thing you can say is that Stone Cold and Bret Hart in a submission match, the best thing on the show, WrestleMania 13.
Literally the best thing of the night.
You guys didn't like that WrestleMania at all?
What did you like about it?
The show was corny, but that match was dope.
That was the match.
I mean,
Who was the main event?
Psycho Sid and The Undertaker.
Let me tell you guys.
So
Let me
lost
tell
right now.
you guys listening.
What?
This guy to the right of me is a wrestling almanac.
My
You
name
could
is
ask him.
John.
I don't care what you.
It doesn't matter.
He could ask him any date, and he'll know.
I might know.
He'll know.
Yeah, he'll know. He'll know.
Challenge him.
Vengeance, 2001.
Yeah, that's where Chris Jericho beat The Rock and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He's a different type. I was like, go ahead, Dom. Continue.
Back.
You want to ask me another?
Guys, all right.
Damn it.
WrestleMania 18
Okay.
main event.
WrestleMania X8. Well, the real main event was The Rock and Hollywood Hogan.
But what was the
The actual main event was Chris Jericho and Triple H.
Triple H.
He don't miss. He don't miss.
Yeah.
He don't miss.
He don't.
WrestleMania 3 main event.
Are you serious?
It was the immortal Hulk Hogan versus the 20 feet tall Andre the Giant.
Fine, you want hit the ultimate test right here. John,
This guy's
Oh boy.
hold on.
I didn't have any food yet.
Name every single Royal Rumble winner.
Oh my God.
He can do it. He can do
30.
He's gonna do this.
it. He can do it.
Every Royal Rumble
Everybody.
winner, you know.
Maybe from 93 on, because
All right.
that's a pay-per-view era,
You
right?
know the first one. You know number
Yeah,
one.
you
Everyone
know.
knows number one.
Number one.
That's
I know
always
that.
always number one.
Oh yeah.
All right, who was
I'm
that?
only claiming to try attempt this from
You did it
1993.
before. You
All right,
can do it again.
go.
From
93.
93?
93.
So that was Yokozuna,
94.
Lex Luger, and Bret the Hitman Hart.
95.
It was a Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
2001. You big dummy. You don't know.
Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Oh, damn,
2001.
he was.
Give me two more random ones then.
1999.
1990. Well, wasn't that Vince McMahon?
Correct.
If you go toward the more recent ones, oh man,
Throw a date out. Somebody throw a date out.
2015.
2015.
Oh, I know that
Don't
one.
be asking Andrew.
2015. That was the tribal chief Roman Reigns.
2002.
It's a game. Triple H.
Yo, I'm telling you, listen, this is
guy is
crazy. He's a
encyclopedia.
wrestling almanac. That's wild. That's crazy.
Anyways, let's get back on topic. So after WrestleMania 13, Austin's popularity rose to the top. Next, you know, SummerSlam in August 1997. He fought Owen Hart, and the unthinkable happened. You good?
Yeah, man, we good?
How you doing?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Owen Hart gave
Real
Stone
quick,
Cold
over
a
here.
pile driver and broke his neck.
Broke his damn
He
neck.
broke his freaking neck.
Broke his neck.
That's right.
Drop him on stack
I
of
mean,
dimes.
Stone Cold could not lose that match because the stipulation in that match was
If he lost,
if Stone Cold can't kick his ass, he's going to kiss it. So there was no way that was going to happen. Stone Cold had to win that match against Owen.
That was the ugliest
And he
move
won concussed.
Yeah, that would never happen today.
He didn't know what happened. It was
I
the
mean,
ugliest pin in history.
Allegedly in the backstage when they're going over the match, you know, Stone Cold and Owen Hart, and it's like, all right, man, what's the finish? Owen Hart's like, I'm going to put you in the tombstone position, and then I'm going to sit on my ass. And Stone Cold's like, that's not the tombstone.
Yeah.
Okay, so guess what happened in the match? Owen Hart had him in the tombstone position, but he did not do it like The Undertaker. He sat on his ass. And that's what happened. And he broke Stone Cold's neck for real.
I'm just saying.
So
No,
while Austin was injured, this dude showed up every week because he was still the hottest thing ever.
Yeah,
and he took everybody out. You could not tell this dude had a broken neck. But on September 22nd, 1997, he gave Vince McMahon a Stone Cold stunner.
The worst one
The
ever.
worst stunt. I don't know. I seen Gerald Briscoe.
No, it wasn't.
No.
Vince owns the
Yes, he
two
is.
worst stunners in the history of
Yeah,
stunners.
Linda, what about Linda?
Leave her alone.
Linda was better than Vince.
Yeah, she was.
Taking a bad stunner, that's...
Trump too.
Linda was bad too.
At least the one that Vince McMahon at Dallas last year, at least everyone got a kick out of that. They're like, Vince is just, I mean, he was always like old. He was really old at that point.
So we were there, and it really everyone knew that it messed up, but no one really cared.
No one
They
cared.
took it. It didn't matter.
Took it in stride.
Yeah, who cares? They were just happy to see Stone
That,
Cold.
that, that happened on night 2 of WrestleMania, unannounced special appearance by Stone Cold.
Everybody, real wrestling fans knew it was going to take place.
I
You wasn't going to
chose
end
not
the
to.
show with the Kevin Owens
No.
show. You wasn't going to do that.
I didn't expect Stone Cold to show up and do an actual
Night-
segment
both
again.
nights?
No way.
I didn't think so.
Didn't Undertaker do another, tip of the hat, night 2, and they did it night 1
Yeah,
as
that
well?
was like, okay.
Undertaker's
thank you.
soaking up all the adulation of the fans.
All right, so let's
going
get
on?
back on track here. So after Austin came back from injury, WrestleMania 14 is approaching. And in the 90s, everybody know and everybody is familiar with the baddest man on the planet, Iron Mike Tyson. After the Royal Rumble, Tyson came out on Monday Night Raw with Vince McMahon in the ring and Vince's Goonies and Tyson's Goonies and all that stuff like that. Thinking everything's gonna be perfect. Till everybody heard that glass shatter. Then the Texas Rattlesnake came to the ring and said what he had to say.
Now, was this before the screw job or after?
It was after, because this took place in '98.
You know, I've never said this, but I was thinking about it. It might have been the best thing to happen to Stone Cold.
What's that?
Brett
Breaking
being
his neck?
screwed.
What?
Brett being screwed over.
Well, I said
well, I
this
mean,
plenty of times.
There's a lot of things
thought about it, but
there's a lot
honestly-
of things that worked in his favor.
Yeah.
The Triple H thing, because whatever happened there. Again, what you said, the
and
Brett,
you
whatever
know
happened
I'm
to
the biggest Brett fan.
well, he said in his biography, everything fell in place. It was almost like it was like the will. It was
Yeah.
like everything was supposed to happen the way it did. You know what I mean? Even when he broke his neck, it kind of.
I think honestly Brett would have been fine giving Austin that rub.
But it would have been the same, bro.
No, I know.
It would've been the same.
Someone like Tyson, there's nothing like that.
I said this plenty of times. If Brett didn't leave to go to WCW, we would not see Undertaker and Kane. We would not see
we wouldn't seen that.
this
Sorry.
rivalry.
You would have seen
seen
Undertaker
that.
and Kane.
We don't know that.
Yeah, we would have
We
saw
wouldn't
that.
see the Nation. We would still see DX.
I would
It would
think
still
we'll
be
see
the
that.
Hart Foundation. It'll still be out there.
It'll be DX versus Howard Foundation every week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But Stone Cold would have been on the back burner if
No.
Brett didn't leave.
I think Austin would have.
I think so.
He would have made it, but it would have took him a little bit longer because you still got Brett and
Triple H
HBK.
would never been where he got to.
If Sean didn't get hurt.
Yeah, he married Steph.
Yeah, that's going to be something I'm going to say a lot.
Well,
if someone didn't get hurt.
If Sean didn't get hurt, Triple H would never be where he's at right now.
No.
Point blank. Sorry. Nope, point blank. Point blank.
That's a tough.
If Sean didn't get hurt against the Undertaker at the Royal Rumble in that casket match,
Triple H would still be mid.
Yeah.
Mid.
Also known as a jobber.
You know, you can take pro wrestling at face value, you really can, or watch it as a TV show,
Right.
and just see it as entertainment because at its base, that's what it is. But, you know, a lifelong fan, you can see, you know, how pro wrestling can be representative of real life. You want to talk about Stone Cold Steve Austin wouldn't be who or what he is if he hadn't had his neck broken, unfortunately, by Owen Hart. If Bret Hart hadn't gotten screwed at Montreal. If Triple H did not go out and hug everyone at Madison Square Garden that night. His future was shaped and changed by things that he did not even have control of.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
Stone Cold became what he became, the king of attitude. So it's just like real life. You know, you can plan and you can do things and think you're going to go a certain way in life. But sometimes life will throw you a curveball and you just got to roll with it and see where you end up. And you might be the king of attitude.
Do you think he's the king of attitude or is it Rock?
No, it's
Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
It's Stone Cold.
Stone Cold.
The Rock didn't go face to face.
Poor Shawn Michaels.
Sean was just a degenerate. That's all he was.
Shawn Michaels
He's just a boy toy.
All right, but back to the Mike Tyson thing. You got the hottest boxer in the 90s, Iron Mike Tyson, and you got Stone Cold Steve Austin in the ring. Do you know what Stone Cold said to this dude?
Nope.
Stone Cold said to Iron Mike Tyson, I respect what you done, Mike, out here, calling yourself the baddest man on the planet, but right now, you got your beady little eyes locked in the world's toughest son of a bitch. I can beat you any given day, twice on Sunday. Do I think you can beat my ass? Hell no. Do I think I can beat your ass? Hell yes.
Yep.
I don't know how good you are hearing, how good your hearing is, but if you don't understand what I'm saying, here's a little sign language for y'all.
That's what he did to Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
We're talking about Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson.
Tyson and Austin!
That's not
Tyson and
gonna
Austin!
What did Tyson do back?
He pushed him in his.
Tyson
I think he tried to whistle.
Yep.
And Stone Cold started whooping up his voice.
You ruined it, you son of a bitch.
Hey! He said, hey! That's not nice. That's not nice to you too.
That's all like him.
I didn't know he was itching and scratching.
That's how he sounds.
Hey, I'm Mike Tyson.
I can't wait till he sees this.
Basically. Everybody tag Mike Tyson.
I'll
It
punch
doesn't
him.
matter.
Yeah, okay.
I'll punch Mike Tyson in the
Yeah.
now.
You punch him.
Go ahead.
I like to watch that.
I don't care. He can knock me out. I'll be paid.
Might not have no teeth though, but
Love summer and movie.
I'll have enough money for veneers. I'll look like Roman Reigns.
oh Lord. Alright guys, so WrestleMania 14 approaches. The main event in Boston, Massachusetts is Stone Cold Steve Austin against the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, Iron Mike Tyson as a special enforcer. All wrestling fans know that Shawn Michaels was injured. This is going to be his last match.
I didn't know.
Well, you ain't see him the next night. You didn't see him for 4 years. Well, he came back, but you didn't see him wrestle for 4 years after that.
Yep.
But after that, Stone Cold hits Shawn Michaels with the stunner.
Yep.
Mike Tyson count the 1, 2, 3.
And the Austin era has arrived.
Austin era has arrived.
See, you know, I don't agree with that.
What?
Because it was already there. He was still the hottest merch seller. People were going crazy when he came out. It was already. That's when they cemented it as what it is. But he was already solidified. That's the word I wanted. It was solidified. It was solidified.
Solidified.
To solidify it, he had to get the title.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he ran with it. He became the hottest thing of all time. Back in the 90s, I don't know if y'all remember, maybe y'all might be a little young, he was on the cover of TV Guide. TV Guide? That was
TV Guide,
his thing.
wow.
Yo, you
TV
remember.
Guide.
You say ages you died.
I don't know about all those.
Look around.
But he had Celebrity Death Match.
I love that show.
Was it Walker Nash Bridges? What was the show called on USA?
He was
That
on
would be a great show.
He was on Wheaties.
He was on Wheaties. Come on, Wheaties.
Yeah.
He was on all that.
A wrestler was on Wheaties.
He had a ton of VHS tapes.
The last time it happened, that was with Hogan, right? Oh, he never did? Did he never get
Well, Hogan never did Celebrity Death Match.
No, I'm talking about Wheaties.
Celebrity Death Match.
But Austin blew up. and his popularity to this day is still exceeding everybody in the WWE. It's crazy.
Was he ever a heel that they didn't like him? Like bands.
That's the beauty about Stone Cold. He wasn't labeled a heel or a face. He came out and it was him. They cheered him. So they never got booed.
Right?
That's what it was.
He was trying to come out heel, and the fans just loved him.
They loved him. It was the first time that someone that didn't care if he was good or bad, that he just went out and people went crazy.
Yeah.
There's nothing like when that glass breaks. I told them to break it. When I said that, I told them to break a glass. They didn't get the cue.
I don't mean to interrupt y'all.
Hey, it's fine, man. It's
I just
fine.
think about The Rock, right? The Rock got booed. I remember The Rock getting booed. I remember Austin never getting booed. Ever.
The problem with The Rock, the fans didn't want him to be that face. They knew what Office was. It's just like Roman Reigns. They're like, all right, here you go.
There's a Rock. No, the Rock changed the culture.
Yeah.
Also.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna act like-
So as Stone Cold blew up, The Rock was right behind him. He was
Hey.
right behind. Ain't no A. Anyways, he tormented Vince McMahon's corporation. I know y'all remember Stone Cold memories. I know y'all remember the Zamboni. When he drove the Zamboni to the ring, got on top of it, clothesline Vince McMahon. I know y'all remember the beer truck.
That was the best one.
What happened? He drove everything.
Yeah.
And he did all that on the fly. He learned on the fly. He took a beer truck, of course.
I bet you he didn't even have a CDL. He was just driving. He was just driving things for no reason.
The cement truck, they showed him like 10 minutes before he even did it.
That's
Vince
crazy.
McMahon
10 minutes.
Vince McMahon had his Corvette at the time in the parking lot.
That was in Connecticut.
It was a Connecticut,
Yeah, it was in
Hartford.
Connecticut.
Hope you had good insurance.
No, that was in Bridgeport.
At the time, his Corvette was like $50,000. You know, that's dirt cheap back in the 90s.
It was a tax write-off. It was a tax write-off.
He filled the car up in cement.
His own vehicle, that's the crazy thing.
His own vehicle. He did it. And also, my favorite of all time, Vince had a bad wheel. He had a bad ankle or whatever. He was in the hospital. Austin dressed up as Dr. Austin, and he took the bedpan.
How does that? Oh, you're a
I don't know if anyone works in healthcare, but my mom did, and she thought that was fucking hilarious.
It was the sound. It was the sound.
Yeah, that's
It sounded bad.
Oh, yours.
It's gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me.
It's crazy because back then everybody used to sit or go home, sit down, and tune in to see what Stone Cold was going to do.
Yeah, show's on 2 hours.
That's how it is. Nobody does that now. But everybody could go home and they could just binge watch what's going to happen on Breaking Bad, Barbie, whatever.
Breaking Bad Barbie.
Wait, what?
That would be lit.
I'm just naming stuff.
Barbie's doing meth?
Say my name.
So, Dom, what I would like to compare Austin, he would be the Michael
Breaking
Jordan
Bad
of that
Barbie.
era.
Ken, we have to
Everybody, no matter what was going on, you sat there, you watched what he was doing.
I agree.
You was either you were playing outside with the boys or
I agree.
you're going out having a beer. As soon as you see Austin, everybody shut up, listen. That's Jordan right there.
I agree. Everybody back in the 90s made sure they got home, they would see Michael Jordan play. And later on in the years, Kobe and LeBron. They did
No,
that.
I'm sorry. I'm a LeBron sympathizer, but there ain't nobody like Jordan when you just sit there
Let
and
me ask you guys
it's
a
like,
question.
what?
Let me ask you guys a question. Even though he was at the height of popularity, was he ever your favorite wrestler?
Yes.
No.
Actually, no.
Whoa.
Austin?
I said no because I was a Rock fan.
Okay.
I was a Rock fan.
John?
There's a very specific moment in time where Stone Cold was out and The Rock took over for him, basically, right? And I love The Rock, seriously, so much. and like when Stone Cold came back from injury, I was like, the WWF was missing something. That showed I was really a Stone Cold guy versus a Rock guy, actually, at that time.
No, I would say yes. Just because he pinned HBK and I couldn't stand him, being a Brett fan.
Can I be honest with you guys? As popular as he was, I was always NWO. I actually started going to the other side because I was like, oh, the NWO is crazy. Look at them. That's a crew.
Were you more of a Goldberg guy or a Brett? Stone Cold?
No, NWO. I hated Goldberg.
But that's other shit too.
We're talking about Goldberg.
When I see Downset too, I wasn't gonna talk to him because of it. No, I liked the NWO. I was an NWO. Like I was like, wow.
Who was your favorite?
They're cool. They switched it, huh?
Who was your favorite?
Outsiders.
No, which one?
Razor Ramon. That's messed up.
That's one of my favorites too. I ain't gonna lie.
No, I was an NWO guy. So when Austin, I wasn't on that big Austin thing. So when we went to high school, there was a bunch of us that we had the DX, we had NWO, and we always fought in between periods, and like in the bathrooms and all that. And it got to the point. This is no lie. Who's here? That's from my grade. No, Quan probably remembers. Where people used to go in the middle of the class, like the teacher's teaching. Someone that's not even in that classroom would come in and just start punching and then walk out.
You know what?
I remember Juba, my boy Juba, he walked in my classroom, started like punching, like doing the fake punches, gave me the middle fingers and walked out. And the teachers followed him like, hi. It was hilarious. Like we were going crazy with it. And then to the point where we started getting in trouble and in school suspensions because we're throwing garbage cans across the hallway. And we're saying suck it all over. It got to the point that it was getting crazy. That's the beauty of the Attitude Era because there's people that loved Austin that's what they were doing. They were going around just flicking everybody off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was part of that war.
Were you?
On the receiving end. I was bullied because I wore this very shirt.
That's why I hit you with the garbage can.
Hey, you son of a bitch, I'm gonna kick your ass right now. I want everyone to take a look at this t-shirt. This is an original t-shirt. This is the World Wrestling Federation t-shirt that I wore. 7th grade, still fits, sort of. And I got bullied for wearing this shirt because the other guys like the NWO. I've been waiting 23 years.
It was me the whole time, John.
True story.
Son of a bitch, you.
True Hollywood story.
Oh man, but yeah, that's how it was popular, man. Everyone, there was not much. Oh, wrestling's fake. We get it. It's scripted. We get it.
I never got the YouTube about that.
Oh, wrestling's fake.
All your movies are fake. All the books you read are fake.
Around. So what?
Most of your friends are
That's
fake.
what it is. You watch movies.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. If you can sit in the movie theater for 2 hours, you can watch wrestling. The same
Ain't
thing.
no guy that's getting bit by a spider and all over the place.
You say kind. All right.
I was gonna say it, but nah.
I try to get bit by every spider to see if it works, and I still ain't got nothing.
Saying arachnophobia. All right.
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
You got Lyme disease?
I'm mystic.
I was like, yeah. It's not working. Got in a fight, I was like this.
You got rickets.
All right, so just like I said before, The Rock was on the rise. Stone Cold fought The Rock 3 times at WrestleMania 15, 17, and 19. After WrestleMania 17, he turned heel. He signed, or he shook hands with the devil.
Who you devil?
Turned heel. Vince McMahon.
Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
After that, he did everything in his power to be a top heel, and it did not work. He was playing the guitar, had a little cowboy hat, the gingerbread corn.
Didn't work.
Well,
he was hurt.
It didn't matter. It was hurt. Him and Kurt Angle, the 2 top guys at the time, both hurt at that time.
That's right.
What happened? What do you mean what happened? It doesn't matter what happened.
Oh, okay.
What's
He
going
was on
on?
the top heels
I
at the
think
time.
it does.
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
Why didn't it work out?
So Austin Neck at the time, it was seriously injured. He had to take time off. So at Survivor Series, he got hit by a random car. So
It was me.
just like in the NBA, baseball, next man up. So just like the movies, you need a supporting cast. That supporting cast was The Undertaker, Triple H, Mick Foley, and The Rock. They all took his place.
Rikishi.
Yeah,
I'm a
Rikishi
bad
did it for
man.
The Rock. Even
Big
Rikishi,
Oos.
he got a build. The Big Oos.
People loved Rikishi.
Yeah,
They sure did.
Yeah,
with the car.
I didn't like the whole bad man thing. That was just bullshit.
one did.
You know what?
Oh, I'm a bad man.
I
Rikishi, like,
did
come
this
on.
for the Rock.
I did it for the Rock.
Yeah, come on, bro. That's not you. You can tell when some guys like they're playing a certain character that's not them. It doesn't work.
He's the number one oos.
He is the number one ooze.
Is he? Nope. Not right now.
You'll see. Y'all gotta watch the product today to see if he's the number one ooze or not.
What kind of product?
Not that. Well, anyways, Austin finally returned. He came back. He woke Rikishi. Did he throw him off the cage, or the Undertaker threw him off the cell?
I want to say.
John?
Yeah, John.
That's not a Royal Rumble trivia.
Who threw
no.
Rikishi off the top of the cage?
Taker.
Wasn't Stone Cold.
Was not Stone
It was
Cold.
Taker.
Anyways, it didn't benefit Rikishi, but Austin came back, but he was all banged up, so he had his last hurrah at WrestleMania 19 against the most electrifying man in all entertainment, The Rock.
But before you go there, can we talk about the biggest pop in wrestling history when he came back when Mick Foley was about to was playing?
Oh yeah, that chair shot.
The Rock. I mean, that was the loudest I've ever heard a crowd be when someone just came. Because I mean, that's when he took his ball and went home.
Oh, hold on, I gotta go back. Hold on. Yeah,
that-
he took his ball and went home. So after he came back, Vince McMahon wanted to book him against Brock Lesnar at the King of the Ring qualifying match on Monday Night Raw. And he just wanted him to outright lose. No bill, nothing. Brock's going to be the next big thing of professional wrestling.
And
And he just wanted him to lose on a random Monday Night Raw, no bill. Austin said no.
I totally agree.
No.
sorry.
He went home, took his ball home.
It didn't make sense.
It didn't make no sense.
Makes sense.
I was going to make money against Brock versus Austin, but
Brock is still making money.
still.
What they should have done is they should have saved those two guys for the finals of that King of the Ring tournament.
Because it was never losing for Austin.
No.
You know what I mean? That wasn't the thing. It was, why are we just throwing this out there and then this is what happens? There's no build up, there's
Yeah.
no nothing. Let's make money off it.
Especially,
You know what I mean?
especially when you got Stone Cold, he was the man at the time, and you're just like, you're gonna job him out?
I don't think he should have went home, but
No, you could have handled it
and he
better.
says he should have known.
But I agree. Like you don't. He's your top guy, and you're just gonna have him lose to this rookie.
It was revenge. It was revenge.
This guy
Revenge
is
for what?
ridiculously.
Stone Cold, at the time, they had a show called Bite This. Stone Cold went on there. He said, the creative's kind of shit right now. So the writers were like, well, screw you. We're going to book you to lose against our newest, hottest guy, Brock Lesnar, in a throwaway match on Monday Night Raw. And it's like, even at that time, that was not a match you threw away on Monday Night Raw.
No.
This was not Goldberg Hogan in the Georgia Dome in July of '98. No. Stone Cold saw the writing on the wall. Saw the writing on the wall. He decided, I ain't gonna do that, son. And he quit. He got the F out. That's what he did.
Basically.
Yeah. Stone Cold. The Rock had cut a promo on him. He didn't want to, but he had to show that the WWF was the way to be.
Right.
Sad.
Yeah, but he finally made love back to the WWE, came back, did
There
it.
you go.
That was crazy. Is that the loudest you guys ever heard somebody a comeback or?
Any Stone Cold pop.
When you hear
No way out.
Once you hear that glass shatter,
once you hear that glass break,
Get it a third time. Get it a third time.
this is a damn thing.
Sometime.
Yeah, so he came back one more time, had a WrestleMania match at WrestleMania 19 against The Rock.
Yeah.
And nobody knew that was gonna
So
happen.
the third match against The Rock, and The Rock finally got the win because this is going to be Austin's last match.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's crazy because we didn't even know that was gonna be the
Nobody
last
knows.
match.
Nope. Nobody knew Stone Cold's last match. WrestleMania 19.
That's
Safeco
it.
Field, Seattle.
It says a lot about Austin that he didn't want to make it all about him. He wanted to, give back to the company, and after all they did for him, when they actually took a shot, I didn't.
I mean, that could all come into play, but the Rock was scheduled to face Goldberg, so they had to put some steam behind The Rock, so they had to have him beat Stone Cold, so Goldberg could beat someone of notoriety. So
Yeah.
that's where that went.
I like that word.
Notoriety.
Alrighty.
So Austin retired after WrestleMania 19,
Yeah.
but he still showed up.
He still had a contract.
He
over
was
that.
a commissioner or a GM.
He was the sheriff of Monday Night Raw.
Monday Night Raw.
That's when you see another side of Stone Cold.
You see the
Yeah.
personality come
the
out.
more comedic side.
Yes.
That's when, I mean, I'm sure you're gonna get to it,
A
but
reminder, Vince McMahon said he couldn't talk, and he's doing all this stuff, and people still love it to this day.
Yep.
Yeah, what?
it gets annoying sometimes.
It does.
Yeah. It gets annoying.
What?
I said no one likes it.
What?
When someone talks,
What?
and someone's doing it,
What?
and sometimes it has nothing to do with anything,
What?
and it'd be a wrestler that no one has anything to do with Stone Cold,
What?
and people are still saying,
What?
and it doesn't even make sense anymore.
What?
Because it takes away
What?
from the interview.
Really?
Cause you know why?
Doesn't matter. We knew that was gonna happen.
Thank you, Ocella.
That's not it.
You shut your mouth. All right, fine. Amtrak. Whatever. Ocella just speed right through. That's what they're gonna do.
But Austin is the guy. Austin is the thing. He is Mr. 1990s.
That's right.
He's Mr. Attitude Era. Stone Cold is the man. And John and I met Stone Cold. Ray was with me.
No. Let me tell you guys this story. So we're at WrestleMania. Tell me what.
New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Nolans.
Let me tell you. This line went from New Orleans all the way to Florida. This line was so long.
How long was it?
He
From
ain't
New
lying.
Orleans all the way to Florida. I just said it.
Okay.
So let me tell you, and then Don wanted to stay the whole time like, Don, this line is not moving anywhere. We're not getting any. We went to go eat 16 crawfish,
What?
2 Bloody Marys,
What?
3 beers,
What?
and a po' boy.
What?
Came back, and the line was still where we had left at.
He ain't lying.
And now this was WrestleMania. That was the night of WrestleMania. So we had to get out of there. We're in the whole other side of New Orleans. And Don was like, no, I want to stay. I want to meet Stone Cold.
That does what it sounds like.
No, that's what he said. I want to meet Stone Cold. We had to let him meet Stone Cold so he could, whatever happened in there. I didn't go. I'm already frustrated. Our Uber was late, so we started running towards.
We walked blocks.
We had to run towards the place and had the Uber meet us to bring us for the rest of the place.
To the
Just
Superdome.
so Stone Cold doesn't even look at Dom and just signs.
He talked to me. He talked.
What did he say?
I said, hey, you owe me a beer. He said, ha ha, you need to get in the gym. I said,
We waited 17 hours and 38 minutes for beer. I didn't like it at all. And we were late to WrestleMania.
no, we weren't.
I know, but it felt like we were. But yeah.
Tough times meeting Stone Cold.
What happened when you met
See,
Stone Cold? What did he say to you? Nothing? Did you say anything special?
I've met a lot of pro wrestlers over the years,
Oh
and
my God.
who wants a monologue? I've met a lot of pro wrestlers
This is
over
like
the
the
years,
story time with John, baby.
and you know, all the old pro wrestlers, honestly, the old pro wrestlers, they have the best autographs, the greatest signatures, the greatest meet and greets. Jerry the King Lawler, Nature Boy Ric Flair, Stone Cold Steve Austin, they're just the best to meet. You meet the more modern wrestlers. You know, I haven't, but if you met a Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, their signature sucks. It's just 2 initials because they don't give you the time of day, and they probably ain't going to talk to you. But Stone Cold Steve Austin had a firm handshake, so he's a man's man. And we took a good
Hold on, stop. I don't like the way you said that.
man's man.
I don't know. Why'd you say it was so much like ampersand?
What?
What?
Say it again just so we're clear one more time, brother.
It was a man's handshake.
Man's handshake.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But no, meeting Stone Cold is sometimes you meet wrestlers and they underwhelm. They're not what you expect them to be. They're not nice to you. They don't say anything to you. But Stone Cold was not one of those guys. He was a pleasure to meet. And the first thing, it was like a 2-step process. The first step, you got to meet him. You take a picture, a professional photo. It was real nice. Unfortunately, at that time, I was probably like 330 pounds. It was very disgusting. Big chubby face of mine. Looked like a chipmunk with nuts in his mouth.
Earthquake.
Rescuing.
Original Original producer,
My
Boo
friend is
Boo.
gone.
All right, go ahead.
Parked over here.
All right, go ahead.
So again, the picture was very easy, very nice, very fast, and then to get in the line to do the autograph sign, where you could sign like 3 things for you,
Right.
that took freaking forever. That was equivalent almost to the 17 hours, 38 minutes, and 9 seconds that these guys waited to meet him.
How do you
later
remember
afternoon.
that? How do you remember? I'm telling you, you're an almanac.
And I had a dinner, I had a
You had
jazz brunch. A jazz brunch. If you've ever been in New Orleans, there's a place called Commander's Palace. It's a tremendous restaurant. They have a beautiful jazz brunch. Make sure you check it out.
Why you didn't meet up with us when you were there?
I knew Dom. I knew you since high school. But
So
I don't
why didn't you
know
say,
you.
hey, let's meet up for a po' boy? All right. All right. Well,
Said it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
fine.
Doesn't matter. Whatever. Give me that.
No, get away from me.
Yeah, so me and Stone Cold was a great experience for me, so it's glad to have it.
I didn't meet him. It was too. That line was too crazy.
Yeah, not with that attitude.
Don spent $17,000 for that too.
Damn.
I'm not-
I wish I had 17,000.
Hey, how are you?
Man.
All right, so Abel, what's your favorite Stone Cold moment of all time?
Oh, great.
Put him on the spot. Put
Yeah, yeah.
Bobby Blackman on.
You know we was talking about Stone Cold. You should
I
be
know.
prepared.
Gee, what are we talking about today?
We'll talk about work.
WrestleMania 8.
WrestleMania 9? No.
Nah, WrestleMania
I know you
13
were
though. It was the turn. Even though I was a Brett fan, I just remember that turn. I was like, yo, I really don't like Brett for doing that shit. Like, what the fuck was that about? I don't know. I just wasn't a fan. It just made me just appreciate him more.
Yeah, man.
Ray, what you got?
That's why I invite you to
Favorite moment?
Commander's Palace.
What I talked about, the comeback, the pop when he came back and helped Mankind win his first championship.
In Worcester.
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 At the Detroit Center.
You were there?
No, I wasn't there.
But no, that was crazy. Just the pop itself, the atmosphere, it was wild. That's my favorite Stone Cold moment.
John, what you got?
Favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin moment?
No, Kevin Nash.
No, it could be a match or
No,
something.
you NWO guy, not John.
One of my favorite Stone Cold Steve Austin matches moments is the one at WrestleMania X7 with The Rock at the Houston Astrodome. You know, that they were the main event there, and The Rock was defending his championship against Stone Cold. But Stone Cold, I mean, it was face versus face, but Stone Cold was in Texas, and there's in Texas, there's a God, George Strait, and Stone Cold Steve Austin. So it was Stone Cold's night, and even though he tried to turn heel, they weren't having it. So
Hold on, I'll take that back because when we went to Dallas, when we
Yeah.
went at the bar, I had the Austin 316 T-shirt. The lady was like, the bartender was like, "What's Austin 316 mean?"
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm like, "Are you
Yeah.
for real?"
He felt like he was disrespected.
Yeah, we
He
did.
came back and said, she didn't even know who Austin was. We're in Dallas.
She was like, "What's going on?" I see a lot of Austin 316
But she
T-shirts.
was also,
We in
she was
Dallas,
also like 23.
and you don't see the billboards. You don't see the big poster in the airport. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
She's like, who's that bald guy?
Yeah, she was.
Ray Manano, cool Ray.
But all right, for me, that bedpan, man. When he beat Vince in the hospital and hit him with that bedpan.
How'd it go? How'd it go?
Yo, that was amazing, man. He took the
Johnny with
John. What was the thing called?
catheter.
The catheter. It stuck in the Vince. Oh, that was
Oh,
hilarious.
jeez.
That was hilarious, yo. Oh my goodness. Austin was the man. Do you guys remember when Austin had Vince in the wheelchair, brought him in the ring, and took the gun out?
Yeah.
Had Vince
Oh,
on
yeah.
his knees.
They
pulled the gun to his
They
head.
made a big poster out of it, and they sold it at Spencer's Gifts at the Crystal Mall, Waterford, Connecticut.
Bang, 316.
It was right in the bag next to the dildos.
Austin 316 said.
How do you know that, John?
Because I was looking for dildos. It was a gift. Spencer's Gifts. Grow up.
He's looking for the gay guy.
You only got gay guy.
You don't know who my cousins are. You don't know when their birthdays are.
Yes. If y'all don't know, if y'all haven't been following the podcast, John has the cousins, the trans.
My cousin's the trans. We don't talk about them.
I thought they were hoes.
Except every week.
Well, you know.
Hey, one of my cousins was just here. Quan, where'd he go? He's a tramp.
he transported out of
He's a
here.
tramp.
Get it?
We need to transport Bobby some wings that he ordered a while ago.
All right, do it.
Sure.
Oh, get some.
So other than that, for somebody who couldn't talk, Stone Cold Steve Austin was a 6-time WWF champ. He was a 2-time Intercontinental champion. He's a 4-time.
He was a 3-time Mexican and a 2-time champ.
If you say so, 3, 4.
It was 3.
What, Intercontinental time? Or
Randy,
Intercontinental champion?
Randy.
All right. 4-time tag champ. He's a $1 million champion. He's a King of the Ring winner in 1996. He's a Royal Rumble winner in 1997. Royal Rumble winner in 1998. Royal Rumble winner in 2001. What more can I say for somebody that can't talk? Hey, sometimes Vince don't know. He don't know what's best for business. Look at his mustache right now.
Oh,
That's not nice.
Hey, man.
Everyone
so,
has-
you know what? This one is for Stone
This one for
Cold.
Austin.
He has it on there. 316.
It was for Austin 316.
Ain't nothing about it.
Wanna squeeze it?
Hey, yo, stop.
Oh, that shirt is dry clean only, which means it's dirty.
But until then, guys,
I don't like
thank
the way you guys don't drink and said something smart.
Hey, man.
You can just drink it, bro.
Like I said, well, until then, guys, we appreciate you guys coming out here to the Blue Duck.
A toast to y'all. Thank you very much
Toast
for
to
coming
y'all.
out and supporting
Thank
us.
you.
Thank you. Applause for you.
Tip everybody.
Yeah.
But I am the notorious one. I am Dom. I'm here with Cool Ray. I am here with Poppy Platinum. I am here with Mr. Adequate, Mr. Small Package. I am here with John. Until then, we will see you soon.
Boom.
Bang.
Shaka boom.
And that's a cut.
That's a wrap, baby.